What's up, Wildcats? Melissa Wilson here to share with you some of the new Google Classroom updates for the upcoming school year. This video will provide an overview of the new grading features in Google Classroom, which I think you're really going to be excited about. So let's get started. I created a class in Google Classroom, and if you haven't seen my other videos, things do look a little bit different, with the big focus being on this classwork feature. But again, once you create assignments and ask your students to complete them, the process of grading and providing feedback has become easier to do within Google Classroom. So if I go to classwork, you'll see here that I have two different topics here, Unit 1, Unit 2. In Unit 1, I created a writing assignment and I have a fake student in the class, and you'll see that one student has turned it in. If I click on View Assignment, you'll see here that a similar screen pops up that we're used to, where all of my students would be listed on the left-hand side here, the point value, and then if I click on a particular student, her work would be over here on the right-hand side, and you'll see that my test student here has turned in two different documents. If I had multiple students, again, they'd all be listed right here. So let's say that I wanted to grade this graphic organizer. Before I did that, I could look at the history and see that it was turned in, unsubmitted, turned back in with all the times. And then from there, I'm going to open it up. And here's where things get interesting. So you'll see that when you open up the assignment, the shell that it's in looks completely different than what we're used to. And this is new, like I said, in Google Classroom. So you'll see at the top here that if I click on this, there's only one student in my class, but you'll actually have the option to scroll through whoever's enrolled in your class, and it'll tell you next to that student turned in, missing, and so on. If you don't want to click on individual students, you can also just click on these arrows back and forth where you can see the next student, or you can go to the previous student. So you don't have to keep on, opening up and closing different documents for students, which I know was very tedious before, and one of the reasons why I struggled to grade in Google Classroom. So you'll see here that here's the student's work over here on the left, and then on the right, I have options to see and also grade the student's work. So as I said before, you'll see that my test student has turned in two different things, a document and then also a Google Slides presentation. Within this grading shell, I can actually toggle back and forth between the two, however many things that this person turned in, even if it's a PDF or whatever, you can see all of them within this grading screen and provide feedback, which I think is fantastic. So the other cool thing that I can do is I can add a grade right here. Let's say right now I have it out of 30, but you can actually change the point value right in here too. And then you can also add a private comment in here and post that. Again, they won't see anything until you return it. Here's probably what I'm the most excited about. I know that we all grade a little bit different, but I know a lot of people like to grade assignments by providing comments in an actual Google Doc. Well, Google Classroom has made it super, super easy to provide comments because they have a new feature called the comment bank. What's up? So here's how it works. You'll see that if I highlight something and make a comment on the right-hand side, usually I would just kind of start typing in what I want to type. If I click on the number sign, you'll see that a bank of different comments appear, and I can just click on one and comment, and you'll see that it automatically appears. Boom shakalaka. Now, where do you get these comments? Let me show you. You'll see over here on the right-hand side this option for a comment bank. You'll see that I've already added a few comments in here, but all you have to do is click on the plus sign and you can add comments. And it says that you can actually add multiple by just starting a new line. The one thing I will say is that in playing around with this, I found that you can only have 5 appear. You can have more than 5 listed in the comment bank, but when you highlight something and make a comment and type in a hashtag, you'll see that only 5 appear. So the workaround for that is let's say that you had like 10 comments over here on the right-hand side in the comment bank, and one of them doesn't pop up when you type in the hashtag. All you have to do is, let's say that it's this one. All I have to do is triple click, and then I can copy, or you can even click on the 3 dots and click on copy to clipboard, and then Control V, comment right there. So that is the workaround. Hopefully they will continue to give you options to add more than 5 just by entering the hashtag. But that is an awesome, awesome new feature that will hopefully make grading a lot easier. You'll see here that something that I like to do in my comments is I actually provide links for my students. So for example, over here on the right it says develop topic sentence needs to be argumentative. And then it actually gives them a link to my lesson that I taught. So again, don't forget that in a comment bank or when you're adding comments, if you want them to actually refer back to a lesson, you can just add that in there, which has been very beneficial for me. One last thing I want to show you is, let's say that you want to open up this document to the full version and not be in this Google Classroom grading page. All you have to do is click on the little pop-out window here, and you'll see that it opens up a new tab, and the student's assignment will appear separately. So that's just a quick overview of the awesome new grading features. As always, if you have any questions, feel free to stop by and see us or email us. Thanks for watching.